Last time on The End of Time and Other Bothers.
Darcy, battle accepted.
Why am I battling anyone?
I am Waffles.
What is standing in front of him is this huge, glowing eye werepine,
What is this? What are you?
which is a wereporcupine.
You can be any of them that you see. And I howl with anger.
I'm sure nothing bad's going to happen if I should touch the altar. Here!
You see Egerton's body lifeless, Darcy lying in a pool of blood. If you are the next prophet, you must simply use your power.
I do not need the power of Morrigu.
Kill the little one.
But Egerton, get behind me. Okay. Bazooka!
Lightning races down over all the wood and strikes in at Blat as one of the giant limbs tears off the tree. There, prophet. But a few more and you will have all you've ever wanted.
The high priestess was about to lean over and suck your soul or something, and Darcy grabbed a quill and just jammed it through her eye.
Well, what are you talking about? The princess was... Oh!
We are in the giant tree, the Temple Idris. Darcy and Egerton look haggard. Egerton has a giant slash down his side, and they are standing above Blat, who is just starting to get to his feet. Around them is chaos. The tree is cracked in places and burned all down one side as if lightning had struck it. And Slad, still a good number of them, are wandering around in a very confused state.
I'm not sure what we're supposed to do. Do you know what we should do, Grotha? I'm not sure what we should be doing. I'll just keep doing it. Slav, I don't know what's going on. Do you know what's going on? He's the chosen one.
Blat.
He killed her. I don't know
Blat,
what to do.
are you okay?
I have had better days. All right, I don't want to have to do this, but I am terribly hurt. Darcy, how are you doing?
I'm not good, Blat.
All right. Eggsy, hand out some fairy cakes.
All right, I've got a blue polka dot one for you here, Blat.
Thank you.
That'll be good. I think it's got a bit of peppercorn in it.
Oh.
And Darcy, I've got a purple swirly. I know you've always admired those.
I'll take whichever one you got.
All right, and then I'm going to have this triangular one that I was experimenting with.
How did you make it triangular?
Roll for fairy cakes.
That is a 7.
Dang it.
Blat, pick a side effect and roll what they get.
Is he rolling separately for fairy cakes, or that's
it
universal
for
fairy
everyone.
cakes?
Yeah,
It's a universal fairy cake.
2.
Don't you get a plus wisdom bonus?
That is including the plus wisdom.
You each get 2 hit points back.
That seems very chintzy.
And your side effect is what, Blat?
I've gone spontaneously deaf.
The entire party is deaf.
You guys feeling better now?
What?
What?
What? I can't hear you.
Hey, guys, I can't hear you.
What?
I can't hear you. What was in this fairy cake?
Why aren't you talking?
So, okay, look at my mouth. It's moving. Words are coming out.
Why is your mouth moving like that with no words? Why aren't you reacting to no words coming out of your mouth? That would make me kind of panicked. I don't know. I'd feel bad about that. I'd be worried.
That you're playing.
I don't
because the
understand.
mouth is
Did
moving.
you guys hear me? I can't hear anything.
Darcy, you notice the hair on your arm starting to stand up, and it's all starting to point towards Blat.
Hey, what's happening? Look at my arm. And I hold my arm up so they can both see what's going on.
Quit pointing your arm hair at me. It's freaking me out.
Look at my arm hair. Isn't it freaking you out?
Egerton, you see Darcy's hair starting to pull towards Blat, and you realize that your hair is all starting to, your arm, everything's pulling towards Blat.
This is an unusual sensation. Blat. Hey, Blat.
I don't need your
Blat,
hair.
Blat.
I'm walking away from both of you.
Where are
I
you
don't
going?
need your hair. I've got some on my head, and Well, really not much anywhere else, but I'm fine with that. Everyone's here. I'm leaving the tree. I'm walking backwards
You see
out
the
of the tree.
hair on Blat's head just suddenly sprout out in every direction.
Well, now I feel I probably look ridiculous.
What is happening? Is this something to do with that whole Morrigu thing?
Maybe this is what happens when you have a triangular fairy cake. It's an unexpected side effect that has turned everybody's hair sentient.
And that's when the lightning bolt strikes from the heavens through the tree, straight into Blat, arcing out into both of you and a bunch of slot all around you, sending everyone flying backwards towards the wall of the tree.
Ah! Ouch!
Okay, everyone takes 2 hit points of damage.
Oh,
You
come on!
What we got back?
I just got it back!
Well, not you. Yeah, Blat, you don't take any. Sorry.
Oh.
Just
So everybody except for Blat.
and you see a couple slot erupt into flame
Aw.
and wave at you. Bye,
Oh.
and poof, they're gone.
That's so sad.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And the tree explodes at the top. And you see more bolts of lightning striking down at different points of the tree, but not coming in to hit Blat. And you see this dark cloud swirling above the tree, way up above. And the wind is now roaring into the cavity of this massive cavity of the tree that you're in. And Blat, you are like blackened and singed, but relatively okay.
Looks like we're getting some weather.
What?
We're getting a lot of weather.
You can barely start to hear each other.
Did you say pleather?
Weather? No, I don't need another fairy cake. The sky. Look at the sky.
What guy?
There's no other guy.
What is going on? Where's all this wind coming from?
Why is your hair in love with me? Get away. I'm walking away. I'm not interested in your hair.
The wind is now picking up. It's like a cyclone. It's roaring into this space. You see Slod being slid around the floor trying to walk and just like not going anywhere. And it's increasing. And another bolt of lightning comes down and strikes Blat right in the head. Doesn't seem to phase him and sort of arcs off into the tree, making black marks. You hear a ripping sound as a fissure in the tree starts to the top and just races down towards the ground like a roar. And you hear another branch breaking off, falling down and hitting the ground outside and sending a shockwave through the room.
I don't want to point out the obvious, but Blat is a living lightning rod. We've got to get away from here.
Okay.
All right. Everyone get a buddy. Let's buddy up. Make sure everyone is safe.
I'm not going near you. Egerton's my buddy.
Okay, buddy.
Buddy.
We're buddies.
Yep.
All right.
Does this mean that we get to share stuff? Because you've got a sweater that I saw you wearing back at the academy.
No.
Oh, okay.
Haven't felt this lonely since grade school.
Outside, the Slat are trying to close some doors, and you can just hear this roar of the wind outside. And that's when, Blat, that's when you see a small figure in a robe forcing their way past some Slot into the chamber.
I have mail for the sisters. I have come from Dragon Mountain. Who the hell are you people?
The End of Time and Other Bothers, an improvised fantasy role-playing game set in the world of Alba Salix. Your game master is Sean Howard, with players Michael Howie, Carter Siddle, and Marisa King, and special guest Julian Sark. Episode 12, Journey to the Temple, Part 5.
Magnus, you step into the Temple Idris. You're not sure where your party is that you were traveling with. It came out of nowhere, a cyclone coming down on the tree. You saw explosions and lightning and giant branches the size of cities falling. And you just managed to sneak in as these creatures, which are like demons with frog faces, were trying to close the door and weren't really paying too much attention to you. And inside, you just see this giant empty circle in the center of the tree where the altar used to be, but it's half destroyed, and you see one gentleman standing there and no one's coming near him. And you want to describe what he sees, Blat?
Well, I am a half demon, about 6 feet tall, bright red skin, pointy ears. All of my hair on my head is standing on end, and lightning keeps hitting the top of my head.
You see a bolt of lightning come down, hit his head, and arc off into the wall. Another fissure-like crack in the wall of the tree is racing down from the top towards the bottom. You hear another branch starting to snap off.
Hey, Blat, could you maybe stop?
Oh, I'm sorry, is this bothering you?
I just think the slot are getting scared, and, they look like they get scared easily. I don't want them to be scared. Buddy, you need to hold my hand.
No, I'm playing. You see a slot fly past Egerton and get caught in the cyclone winds and finally catch a wall.
It's really sad when they say bye-bye, and I'd prefer if they could stop doing that. So if you could stop with the whole weather and the cyclone and the lightning and the tree falling down, I'd really appreciate it.
I'm not doing this on purpose!
And another bolt of lightning strikes down and all around Blat, just lighting up the whole chamber. But it's now getting dark in here. The wind is decreasing, and it's getting really dark as the clouds above have completely blacked out the sky.
I think we have to get out of this tree. I don't know what's going on.
One of the slad goes sliding past.
We got the doors closed, Chosen One.
Don't close the door. Everybody out! Out of the tree! Pick a buddy, get
But
out
I
of the tree!
just got here! This place has gone to hell! Who are you people?
That little slot is yelling at us.
He's got really short arms for a slad.
Where are the sisters? I have mail! What the hell?
I'm sorry, are you being helped?
What happened to the tree?
Hi, I'm Egerton. It's nice to meet you. We're here on an adventure. We came to see the Oracle, but I don't think the Oracle is here anymore. And then Blat started talking kind of funny in this weird bah, bah, bah voice. And then I kind of turned into a bear. It was pretty cool. I was pretty tough. And
Egerton.
What?
Egerton,
What? Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy, hey.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, let's be quiet now, okay?
Okay.
Hi there. I'm Darcy, and these are my friends. And we got in this temple through some weird reason. And
we're your friends? Oh.
with the slot, forgot about them. And we don't know what's going on. I wish that lightning would stop. Who are you?
My name is Magnus. I'm a monk from Dragon Mountain. I deliver mail. I don't know what's happened. But I do know one thing. You need to kill that guy, because he's going to kill us all.
Well, I have considered that on occasion, but most of the time we decide against it.
Why?
Well, he's one of our party, you see, and he's a friend, really. What? Stop it! Can you just move over to the other side of the room?
I'm not doing this on purpose! I'm sorry we're inconveniencing the underage mailman! But fine, I'll stand in the corner of the tree if that'll make you feel better. I'm so
15,
sorry.
I'll have you know. I can almost drink and vote in 2 years.
So, I'm sorry, you deliver mail here?
And the lightning suddenly stops and the wind drops.
Thank you, Blat.
I don't know why you didn't do that before. It got kind of inconvenient for a bit there.
Really.
I don't know how this works!
And you feel Morrigu try to enter your brain, your mind. Blat, I need you to do a Defy Danger Wisdom.
Defy danger wisdom.
Defy Wisdom Danger.
Wisdom.
2d6.
Ooh.
That's a 5.
Danger welcomed.
And as you are you can go back to asking your question. And what's going to happen is, in the middle of you asking this question, you're going to notice that Blat is rising up off the ground with dark orbs for eyes.
Okay. So, I'm sorry, you deliver hold that thought. Blat, what are you doing now?
Blat could fly. Remember he flew.
It's the black eyes, Egerton.
What? Black
It's the
eyes? Black eyes?
It's
Oh,
the black
jeez.
eyes. Will you let go of my hand?
Okay, but I'll hold your other hand.
Oh, what are we gonna do?
And we're going to play a game. And how the game is going to work is we are all going to go around the table and we are going to try and think of something that would tempt Blat, one thing that would tempt Blat to cross over and serve Morrigu and the Shattering. And if anyone, we're just going to go around, it's just a game. And if there's one that's said and you're like, I want to see that, you say, I want to see that.
Okay.
And then we'll role play it out. Okay?
Okay.
So I will start. A nice shirt that has holes for wings.
An advanced filing system that uses both the Dewey Decimal System, alphabetization, and numerals.
A self-eating cake.
The world's most efficient 3-hole punch.
I want to see that.
Okay.
So, Blat, you get this strange sensation as you realize your feet are leaving the ground, and in front of you, you see a disembodied figure that you realize looks just like the High Priestess Ithkar. And she is grinning at you, and she's like, Now, Chosen One, you have the opportunity to join with us, to join with Morrigu, and in return she will grant your deepest desire. And, what is this? What am I seeing? It is a special 3-hole automated punch machine.
Those never work. I'm not tempted by that.
Oh my god, I've never seen anything go through so much paper so quickly.
Really? How much paper are we talking about?
Oh my, I can't keep enough paper around. Look at it. It's like reams of paper are flying off the shelf.
The entire ream of paper?
Yes.
In just one punch?
Yes.
My God, this would change everything about the Home Office.
Yes.
Oh no.
It could be yours. You could have it at your fingertips, your beckoning. Oh, use me, Blat. Look at me.
Blat! Whatever they're offering you, you have to fight it!
You don't understand. It's something I've always wanted.
A clean shirt?
No, I've had plenty of clean shirts.
A really interesting filing system?
No, the system that I use is perfectly good.
A self-eating cake?
You're talking to the wrong one. That's something he'd be interested in.
Wait, so it's a cake that eats itself?
Yeah.
Focus!
Oh,
Focus,
sorry,
you two!
okay, yeah.
Yes, join Morrigu. You are the chosen one, the prophet.
Don't join Morrigu! It's even a stupid name! Blat, come back to us!
Wait a second. How are you talking to me? Didn't you get some sort of a sharp object shoved directly into your brain?
She turns her face so you can see the other side, and there's a quill sticking out of the eye.
No, please don't show me that. Please, I can't look at it. I can't.
All right, I'll take that as a no,
I can't.
but we're not done.
can't look at
Morrigu
it.
has limitless power, Blat. Next offer.
You took all the good ones. A shiny pair of shoes that squeak really nicely.
A book of free dry cleaning coupons.
A hot pepper grinder that works just by squeezing it with one hand.
Pubic hair.
A bed that makes itself.
A shinier, double-barreled bazooka with dials on it that can make it really precise.
All right, we're going to see that. Blat, you are spun around in the air.
No.
And then you come to stop in front of a gleaming set of doors, and she floats in front, ripping the thing out of her eye,
No.
throwing it away.
No.
This way, it won't bother you, and there's this bleeding socket.
Oh. Oh.
Let me show you what's behind this door. Do you want to see what's behind this door, Blat?
Blat, tell her you don't want to see what's behind the door.
Ask for door number 2. There's always a better prize behind the second door.
Blat, ask the audience!
Is it possible to ask the audience or perhaps choose a different door?
Sure, we can give you anything you want. Morrigu can grant you all.
I'll poll the audience. All right, everyone. And you two, male guy, you can participate. What should I choose? Should I choose door number 1 or door number 2, which hasn't appeared yet?
Don't choose anything, Blat.
Door
Send her
number
away.
2.
No,
Number 2.
Egerton.
What?
No, we don't want him making any deals with
No
her.
deal. No deal.
No deal.
I would say that in the case of this deal, you should say no deal.
She like lifts up the door and looks like, oh, a B7 9000? Could that be a B7 9000 bazooka? No, we wouldn't have access to that technology yet. Closes the door.
I'm sorry, I don't know what a B7 9000 is.
You don't?
No, I have no idea.
A multiple rocket launcher with heat-seeking missiles and a updated display that projects through objects.
Projects through objects. My goodness, I've just been firing and hoping that I blow something up. I never thought that I could get something so precise. Really, I don't know what this
Yes, Blat! Yes! I can open door number 1.
Or perhaps choosing door number 2, since you seem to be shying away from that. Yes, I choose door number 2 because it's something that you don't want me to choose, eye socket woman.
And lightning strikes down from the sky, hits Blat, arcs out, hits all of you, sending you all flying. And Blat, you fall to the ground from like 50 feet up and hit the ground. You all take 2 more hit points of damage.
No.
You all hit the ground, and the silence permeates through the room.
Door number 2 is always the better choice.
Yes, evidently it gave me the chance to knock my head against the floor. How are you, mail delivery person?
I hurt all over.
Yeah, it's what it's like hanging out
Who
with us.
gets struck by lightning 6 times? You have any idea what the probability of that is?
Quite low, I would imagine, yes, but we seem to be in a tree that makes this possible. Darcy, I think perhaps you and I and everyone else should hurry up and...
Darcy is not getting up. The rest of you are brushing off, standing up, and Darcy's form lays crumpled in the exact same position again that you saw in your vision.
Buddy?
Darcy? Oh, no. Black gets down on his knees and checks to see if Darcy's breathing.
She is not breathing.
Oh, no. I don't know what to you, male kid, did you come with anyone else?
Yeah, I was with the whole party. I'm just the male guy.
Medical care. Is there anyone there who knows about medical care?
Well, yeah, there's the head doctor, but he's not here, and I know a little bit. I mean, well, actually, I know a lot. I know a lot. I will save this person. I can do it. I can totally do it. I can do it. I'm really good at it, actually.
Blat picks Magnus up by his shirt collar and shoves him on top of Darcy.
Here, then, work your magic. I don't know why you're delivering mail if you're such a surgical expert. What's wrong with her?
Well, she's totally dead. That's your problem. Yep, dead. She's not breathing. Nope. Oh, look at that. Oh, her eyeballs aren't contracting. Yep, she's dead. Dead.
Undead her then. Do something.
All right, I'll try. Let's see. Hey, you. You gotta back me up here. I've really built myself up, and it'd be really great if right about now you came back to life.
Darcy, your eyes open, and you are in a strange land without color. There's mist floating around where you can't quite see the ground. And really, everywhere you look, it's like a slight disorientation that occurs, and then it just settles again, and you just see off into the distance. And you do see a large tower coming out of the mist, like miles off in the distance. And it's always there no matter which direction you turn.
Blat? Egerton? Buddy? Hello? Is anyone... This is not where I was. This is so strange. Hello? Little male guy? All I keep seeing is that tower, whichever way I turn.
I don't recommend going to the tower.
Who said that?
Turn around.
I turn around.
You just see the tower.
Oh, I always forget about that. Hold on a second. Sorry. Turn around again.
I turn around again.
You still see the tower.
Hold on.
This being materializes in front of you, and it's just this guy standing there, and he's naked. He's like, "Oh, the ropes!" And he disappears, and then he reappears, and he's got a scythe and some dark robes.
Welcome to death.
Oh, come on.
I hear that a lot.
So, Darcy, you need to roll Last Breath.
Oh, man. It all hinges on this.
Darcy's very good at rolling.
I'm terrible at rolling. 9!
9. Last Breath, 9.
Oh, that's really bad.
Yeah, don't celebrate until you hear what he says.
Darcy. Might not be your time, but it might be. Come, walk with me.
Okay.
What can you offer me, Darcy?
What do you want?
God, everyone always says that. I don't know. I've gotten it all. I've gotten money. I've gotten sex. I can't use any of it. It's nothing I can use here. It's just an empty plane forever.
I didn't really think that Death was actually a guy with a scythe. That was like an old wives' tale.
That part's just an act. It helps, It presents more of a figure.
I don't have much to offer. I'm just a lowly person who was chosen to save the world and time and everyone in it. I mean, maybe that's worth something.
Might be worth something.
Also, don't tell anyone,
Yeah?
but I can transform.
Yeah, I know I'm Death.
Oh.
It's right here on your file.
Oh, wow.
He's suddenly holding a file.
I see that. We're occupying.
Yeah,
right
we're
there.
occupying right here. All right, the time thing's interesting. That's messing with me a little.
Yeah. I mean, who knows if there's a problem with time, that can mess with you too, right?
Yeah, I said that.
I know, but I mean, really mess with you. Like maybe there's no death or anything anymore.
You know what I want? I want you to find a way to bring me a fairy cake.
Oh boy, everyone loves those fairy cakes. All right, if I can get you a fairy cake, will you let me go back?
And save time.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'll get you the fairy cake first, and then I'll focus on saving time.
Okay, the order's not important.
Okay.
Oh, and Darcy,
Oh.
before you go, tell that little Magnus fellow I'm coming for him soon.
The mailman?
Yes, is that what he said? Yes, that one.
Okay.
It's the beginning of the middle of the end of time and other bothers.
Hey everyone, Sean here. I want to tell you today about a podcast that's really close to our hearts. What happens when an aspiring moon elf assassin, an evangelist of the light, and a hysterical and so lovable robot go on a quest under the guidance of Eric Silver as GM? Yep, you guessed it. You get Join the Party, one of the most inclusive and fun live play podcasts going. Every week I'm looking forward to their story. What started as a fairy tale wedding between two princes. Come on, that's so great. And then quickly they've taken on every trope in the pop culture world. We cannot get enough over here. So what are you waiting for? Find out more at jointhepartypod.com. And as they would say, let's get this party started.
guys. Come on, I need my wings.
You don't
I'm
actually
gonna go.
need
Wings, wardrobe on 3.
Okay,
He
I'll
doesn't
go.
have to wear wardrobe.
I'm going. Okay, it's okay. Everyone, stay calm. I'll be back.
5
I'll go
minutes.
find-
5
I'll
minutes.
go
Not
find
a
my-
visual medium.
Carter, can you come over here for a second?
Sure, Julian. Hey, listen, I want to thank you once again coming out to do the crossover episodes. I think people are really going to enjoy it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be amazing. It's just I'm really embarrassed to admit this, but I'm kind of a bunch of episodes behind.
Oh no, that's no problem.
I don't
That's no
even
problem.
know what's happening. I don't know how I'm supposed to be like an informed
Oh,
performer.
hey guys, have you seen Darcy? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Have you seen Darcy?
Yeah, she isn't in this green room, so maybe try the blue room.
Got it. Thank you
Okay,
guys.
thank
3
you.
minutes.
So, okay, you're a little behind, but that's fine. I mean, it's all improvisation. We should be able to get you up to speed pretty quick. When's the last episode you've heard? Like, what number
it's
is it?
like 3 or 4.
3 or 4? Wow, you are far behind.
Yeah, well, we subscribed on iTunes and then it
Right.
just kind of stopped.
Are you a Patreon subscriber? Like, maybe that has something to do with it?
I don't think I'm a Patreon subscriber.
Okay, well, it's important to be a Patreon subscriber. If you give $1 or $2 a month, you'd be able to get some special extras along with being able to get the episodes early. So you'd be all up to date in no time.
I mean, I'd be paying to hear myself, but that's still pretty cool.
Well, it's an edited version of yourself, so it's slightly superior.
And that's at patreon.com/AlbusAlex. 1 minute call.
1 minute. So if you're a Patreon subscriber, you'd get the episodes right away. And if you use the hashtag OtherBothers, you'd be able to talk to other people about our show. What I think the actual problem is that this is a shoebox.
Ah, shoebox.
Yeah, this isn't a computer at all.
Seriously, like, it would really help me a lot because I have a kind of a reputation for being really good at this. So if you could just start breathing, just a tiny breath, just 1 or 2, and then you can totally die after that. But then it'll look like I actually did my job.
Shouldn't you compress her chest or something? Just do something.
I'm a monk. I can't touch a girl's chest.
You can't touch. What kind of a medical person can't touch a patient? Here, I'm gonna lift her legs above her head. Does that do anything? What does that do?
You can't lift the girl's leg above her head and then touch her chest.
What? I'm not touching the chest. Like, okay, legs down, legs up, legs down. Come on, Darcy, legs up, legs down, legs up. I don't know what I'm doing.
And suddenly Darcy kicks Blat in the face
Ah!
and lurches forward and yells, "Fairy cakes! Fairy cakes! Get me fairy cakes!"
Totally did it.
I'm
I
on
did
it.
it. That's it. I did it. Yep. She's good. I did it. She is totally alive. I told you I could do it. I told you with the power of my mind.
I run over and start throwing fairy cakes at Darcy's face.
Just give me the fairy cakes.
Okay,
Egerton.
here you go. Here, take all the fairy cakes. The fairy cakes are yours, buddy.
And I stand up and I'm just twirling around and yelling, "Fairy cakes! I have the fairy
Yeah,
cakes!
I gave them
Come
to
and
you.
get the fairy cakes!"
But I just gave them to you.
All right, I commend you on bringing her back from the dead, but you brought her back crazy.
I make no guarantees about my work.
So you are at 1 hit point,
Okay.
just so you're aware.
Okay.
So you are still really hurt. But you now are covered in a pile of fairy cakes.
I should eat one of these fairy cakes. And I grab one and go, ah. I grab 2, in fact. And I go,
fairy cakes?
ah.
That is a 5.
Does it not work at all then?
No, they're
Oh,
really good
God.
tasting.
Egerton!
What? Okay, well, you probably, took too many at once. Yeah, I've always told you to just take a little bit at a time. It probably canceled itself out when you took 2.
I was dead. I'm still almost dead. I need some help.
Okay, wait.
Were you trying to help me? And I look at Magnus. Hey,
Yeah?
you, Magnum. Magnum.
Yeah?
Can you help me? I am really, really hurt here. Do you have any medicine or anything?
Well, I just have this one healing potion,
Give me the healing potion.
but it's for me.
No, it's for me.
No, it's actually for me in case something bad happens and I notice that you guys Things are crazy around here.
Something very bad is about to happen. And Darcy's hair stands on end, and my eyes go yellow, and all the hair starts to stand up on my arms. And I hold out my hand to you, and I say, "Give me the potion."
Okay. Here's the potion. Just take it. Get away from me, you freak.
And I take the potion, I open, I take out the cork, and I down it in one swig.
All right. You get
All right.
8 hit points.
Woohoo! Oh, that's amazing. That's really good stuff. Woo!
Just an interesting idea. Having it in a liquid form, it probably doesn't taste as good as fairy cake. I'm just, if you want to try a fairy cake, do you want to try a fairy
And
cake?
I throw a fairy cake at Egerton. Fairy cakes are stupid, didn't help me at all.
What? No, this is a tasty fairy cake. Watch. And I eat the fairy cake.
Roll for fairy cakes.
That is a 5 again.
Something's wrong with your fairy cakes.
Something's wrong with the fairy cakes. What did you... It was the lightning. The lightning did something to the fairy cake. Oh, no. Give me the pouch. Give me the pouch.
So I take 2 fairy cakes out of his pouch and I put them in my satchel, and then I give him back his pouch.
I take the pouch and I run off to the side and start running through them.
Hey, listen, Magnus?
Magnus. Yeah, that's my name.
Yeah, I'm really sorry for coming on so strong. I almost died, as you probably saw. So I really needed your healing potion.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
And now I am that much closer to being dead myself.
That's really interesting because I was just... No, never mind. We need to get this guy another healing potion really quickly.
Fairy cake him.
Oh, okay. I think these are okay now. I went through all of them. Here, you can have one of these fairy cakes. This is a purple swirly. It's kind of my thing. People really like it.
He's handing you a little baked good.
So you can put that in your pouch. There you go.
Thank you.
And now, when you eat that, only eat half. Wait 20 minutes and see how you feel. If you feel like you need more, then take more. But know that sometimes it can take you a little further than you think it'll take you.
What kind of medicine is this?
It's not medicine. It's a fairy cake.
It's flawed, but at least it tastes good. Don't take it alone.
All right.
You hear a murmuring of the few slot. It's like 20 slot left in this room.
Oh, what? The priestess stirs. Oh, the priestess is back. That's what I said. Helen, go and check the priestess.
Slad!
Oh, yes, chosen one.
The priestess is...
Standing right behind you, chosen one.
And Blat quickly turns around.
And you see the priestess rising off the ground with eyes black and a spike still through one eye as she rises up, the still battered armor stuck in her skin.
Don't you ever die?
There's something you don't see every day. Oh, I'm looking at it.
If you keep doing that, you're going to dehydrate.
Do you have anything for nausea?
No.
Oh, right. Probably just that healing potion, right?
That's all I had.
Oh, sorry.
You have made the wrong choice. You have chosen to abandon Morrigu. You will fall.
I've never been too much of a religious person per se, so perhaps the next person that comes to visit your cracked in half tree will be able to help you out.
And you see her raising her arms towards you, Blat, and this ball of blue energy is starting to flash on her hands. What are you doing?
Bazooka!
Magnus, you see a bizarre contraption of tubular gleaming material form on Blat's shoulder, and a weird sort of square pop out and like attach itself almost to his eye, and he's pointing this device up towards this basically priestess in battered armor that's rising up out of the ground with black orbs where her eyes would normally be, but there's a spike sticking out of one of those black orbs. And I need you to roll Defy Danger, Blat. So that can be strength or dex.
Definitely Dex.
I think you got rid of your -1, didn't you, finally?
7.
Okay, so it's a partial success. So you see this blue energy fire out from her hands and basically explode right where Blat was standing as he stumbles backwards. Blat, you do take some damage. You're going to take half damage as you stumble out of the way of this. But you see the floor actually start to like almost age in high speed. The floor just starts to just age and wilt and crumble. And Blat, you're going to take half. So you're going to take 2 hit points of damage, Blat.
Oh.
And she screams and starts to fly forward, cackling.
Morrigu will teach all of you to disregard her power that lightly.
If you keep this up, you won't know if this fine young gentleman has any mail for you.
And you all need to roll Defy Danger since you're not doing anything.
How do you do that?
2d6, and you're going to add your dex bonus or your strength bonus, whichever is better.
6.
9.
Hey, you're exactly the same.
11.
So we're both 11s.
So Egerton, she basically flies right into you and slams her hand on your chest, and you feel this fiery burning sensation. And it burns through your clothing, and you see a red melted mark to your skin. And you take 4 hit points of damage as this searing hand stays on your chest as she flies past. Blat and Magnus, you guys stumble backwards as she comes past. And you just sort of end up in a heap on the ground, falling over backwards. And Darcy, you can have whatever. You see this happening. You see her flying down. You see her striking Egerton. And you just you can just tell what she's about to try and do. What do you do?
Okay. I start running towards her and I take my satchel off and I step on Blat's back and I launch myself up towards her and I take my satchel and I throw it over her neck and then I just twist it around and I pull as hard as I can, like pulling her right back down to the ground.
She screams and is pulled down to the ground in the center before you all, and you see Darcy and the High Priestess are sort of grappling and fighting back and forth over this thing that's wrapped around her neck.
Help me!
And her hands light up red as she turns and spins towards Darcy, who's now stuck near her.
Blat stands up, grabs his bazooka, flips it end over end, and swings it like a bat at the priestess's head.
Roll it.
10.
Very nice.
Roll your damage. Plus your strength bonus.
I have none. That is a 3.
Okay, so you do 3 points of damage.
Consider that a mail delivery, you one-eyed priesty weirdo.
Blat connects with the side of her head, and she spins herself around, flailing out with her hands. And Blat, you can choose on a 10 to do extra damage or to not take any damage.
Extra damage.
All right, so you're going to roll another 1d6 on her.
1.
All right. And she spins around almost against you and slams a hand into your chest for 3 hit points of damage. This burning into your chest. Her hand just leaves this red outline of a hand as she pulls her hand away, screaming.
You will die for Morrigu.
And she then is you see her starting to pull out another blue ball of fire between her hands. And nobody does anything, so she blasts it right into Blat.
How many people?
Roll Defy Danger, Blat.
9 plus my dex is 10.
What do you want to happen?
Blat dodges out of the way of the blast and just chucks the bazooka tube at her.
Okay. Roll your
Spinning around using his own momentum.
roll damage.
6.
No bonus.
Yes. Another 2.
So she blasts into the ground. You see the far wall of the tree where the blast ends up hitting just start to decay and fall apart on itself, and then takes the bazooka to the face. Now you threw it, right?
Yes,
So, okay.
yes.
So it takes it to the face. and she like screams and starts to lift up into the air again. The cord around her neck lifting Darcy with her up into the air.
I run up and, feeling the pain fueling me, channel the power of the bunny rabbit
Okay.
and jump really high.
Yeah.
And grab her leg.
Yeah.
And bite it with bunny teeth.
Awesome. So first of all, roll your
2.
Okay, so what do we hear Egerton say as he charges forward and prepares to leap?
He goes, ah!
And then face plants and slides underneath the priestess and Darcy who's hanging there. And then he finishes his slide by impacting into the altar.
Okay, so Darcy's now enraged because she's being dragged up, which, as we all know now, the rage translates into transformation. But I have to actually roll a die now to see who I transform into. So my hair stands on end, my eyes go yellow, a deep guttural roar comes from out of me, and I transform into a giant member of the Ursai family, Grizzly Bear! So now this priestess has a grizzly bear holding on. Well, no, not holding on to her. So I plant, as she's pulling me up, because I dropped the satchel, obviously, and my 2 claws, my huge paws, go into her abdomen with my claws.
Okay.
And I just
so
dragged in.
Magnus, I assume you're slowly backing away at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see this half-demon, red-skinned gentleman basically throw his weapon at this woman screaming. You see the little one trip and slide under, and then you see the woman who took your potion transform into a giant bear clinging on to this woman who's rising up off the ground.
Okay, you guys got this, right? I mean, everything looks like it's under control, so I'm just gonna go back to the door and hopefully it's like a portal and I'll go back to wherever I came from. So take care. It was nice meeting you all, and good luck.
Darcy, you're as you hear Magnus, you see blood oozing out from under your claws, and she screams and is starting to sink back towards the ground from the increased weight. But she is actually raising another blue ball of flame between her fists. She's like,
You will not beat Morrigu. You cannot beat a god.
Maybe I can't, but a metal tube from the future can. Bazooka!
and you're firing?
I'm firing.
Watch out for Bearshi.
With my dexterity bonus, that's a 12.
What happens?
I aim for the hole in her head, just trying to make that god-awful part of her anatomy go away.
So the black eyes
Yeah,
with the...
yeah.
So Darcy, you hear a bazooka and you hear the tss of an incoming missile.
Yeah. So I...
You roll Defy Danger is what you
no,
roll.
No.
And roll your damage.
I'm aiming high.
with a
8.
bazooka.
Oh, but I get a dex bonus, right?
Yeah. And remember, you have armor.
Yes, I do have armor. 9 is what I roll.
Okay. So Darcy, you can minimize the damage that you take by just letting go, or you can go for a kill bite or something and maybe get hit by the missile.
I'm going to let go.
You're letting go. Okay, roll your damage on the incoming missile.
5.
So you all hear an explosion and you hear a yelp from the bear. As Darcy hits the ground, fur singed and on fire. You're going to take half of that. So you take 2 hit points damage, which would be you don't take any.
I don't take it because I have armor now.
But your fur is singed. And the body of the priestess hits the ground, not moving.
I get up and run over and jump on her.
That's right, Eggsy. Finish her off. Even though it Looks like the top of her head is missing. Why does this keep happening? I haven't eaten that much.
Do you need a fairy cake?
No. I've taken a lot of hits. Maybe give me a fairy cake.
Oh, okay, here you go.
I told you guys could do it. I'm just gonna go now. The door won't open. Why won't this door open? Ah!
Roll for fairy cakes.
Roll for fairy cakes. 5 again.
No.
What is this? That's literally all that you do. You bake things and we eat them later. And I was good for the fact that occasionally it drove us insane, or we were drunk, or we were stupid. But now it's just junk food.
But there's something wrong with them. I think maybe it's the evil magic. What?
Egerton, you hear a voice, and it is singing.
What? Oh no! What's that voice? Do you hear the voice? What is it though?
Darcy, in your current form, you hear a singing voice.
I think Bercy hears it too.
Here's what? What are you talking about?
Do you hear the singing?
Before we couldn't hear anything, and now you're claiming to hear singing.
No, it's singing. It's yeah, Bercy. I can hear it too.
I'm really trying my hardest and not freaking out that you're just calmly referring to this thing over here as Bearsy.
Yeah, but I learned that I can talk to all of the animals, so I understand exactly what Bercy is saying.
She's not an animal. She's the woman that we've been living with for the past few months.
Yes, but now she's in bear form, so she's speaking like a bear, and I understand
Quit
a bear.
saying this like this makes sense.
Did you not get this in your training? Because this was covered in my training.
And I amble over to Blat and I sort of sit down beside him and start licking my paws and looking up at him.
See? She's saying that everything's going to be okay and you should calm down. And also, you should be nicer to me, she said. And probably, lend me some extra shirts sometime, or maybe a few credits if I need it, because I run out of supplies and I forget about them.
If this male kid could figure out how to unlock this door, I might be leaving with him. And she keeps licking herself. The old Darcy didn't lick herself.
A blue light is starting to come from above where it was dark, and slowly lightening up the whole place, and everything is just going blue.
It is a lovely hue of blue.
Egerton and Darcy, the singing is getting louder, and it sounds like a laugh you once heard.
Okay, so now we have mood lighting. Great.
And a chariot way above, and what's left of this stump of an open now to the sky tree is circling. And at the front, there's flaming horsemen and weird old women with like screaming faces and all kinds of horrors and weirdness, and some fairies and pixies. And in the chariot, circling down and around, is Celine.
The woman who made us breakfast!
That's exactly what Bercy just said, Blat. You should really try and listen. It's kind of rude.
The crack over here, it's not working either. I can't get through.
And the chariot comes to a stop with fire and whinnies and strange old ladies screaming, and stepping out is Celine, and she is glowing with the blue crown and flowing hair and robes, and she steps forward towards Blat.
Well, there she is. The top of her head's gone. I hope that does the trick, because we thought we killed her once, and we were wrong. But we think this time we did it. Also, she's a bear now.
She says hello.
I can understand her. Thank you, Eggert.
See, Blat? It's just you. I don't know
I'm the
why.
only one here who doesn't speak bear. I'm sorry. Male kid, how are you with animal languages?
I'm pretty terrible, and I'm not looking. I refuse to look. There's too much blue light. I hear screaming and old ladies. I hate you people.
Did you eat the fairy cake at the whole time, like all at once? I told you not to do that.
I didn't eat your fairy cake because they don't do anything. I've seen like 3 people eat your fairy cakes. Nothing happens.
Well, there's just a little bit of Morrigu on them.
If I could have your attention!
The entire place goes black and dark and then goes back to this light blue light. Excuse me, Celine says. You were saying, Blat, you were pointing to this dead, crumpled body here for some reason?
Yes, this was the priestess who tried to murderize all of us a few times.
Yes. Okay, good. And the oracle, where is the oracle?
So again, this lady here on the ground really tried to murder us, and we got into a fight with some of these frog people. Like you see over there. No, not that. Not over there. That's the male
Darcy,
guy.
or sorry, Oomba, would you mind please going into the back room near where you came up from underneath and please collect the oracle. I sense that the oracle is very scared right now and tied up in the storeroom. And just bring the oracle back here for us, would you please? Thank you, Darcy. I agree very much about him.
All right, now in our defense, we literally just finished defeating her. We hadn't had a chance to search the area.
And she puts a finger on your lips. Thank you, Blat. Oh, and who is this? Hello? Whose pair of feet are sticking out of that crack in the wall?
I'm almost out. I'm almost there. Just one little inch more.
Oh, it's okay. I'll get him for you.
Please do that.
And I run over and start pulling on Magnus's feet.
No, please.
It's okay. She wants to say hello to you.
It's okay. I'm really good. I'm really good. I don't really want to see her. I don't want to.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Come on over, buddy. Let's meet Celine.
okay.
Why are your eyes closed?
I don't want to see. It's too scary.
Aw. Oh, it's you, Magnus.
You know my name?
Yes. Oh, you are going to be in for some amazing adventures soon. Be sure to tell, I won't tell you her name yet, but be sure to tell your future boss that the goddess of the moon says hello.
Oh, yeah. I'll totally do that. I'll tell
Perfect.
my future boss.
Yes.
Like you say hello.
Perfect.
That's great.
You'd better!
The room goes dark.
Okay. I'll tell her.
Perfect. And the light comes back. Now, oh, here comes Darcy.
And I emerge with a figure riding on my back and come back to the circle of people.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'm so sorry, Oracle. I thought you were a she, but you are a he. Let's get some clothes for the Oracle, shall we, please? There's an emaciated man riding back on Darcy's back, clinging to the fur.
Again, the slide didn't tell us at all that this emaciated person was down in the tree basement. I do apologize for that. Again, we defeated Great Evil, though. Great Evil was defeated.
Yes, you did. I'm very actually impressed. I want to get back to that. But can someone please get some clothes for the Oracle?
Yeah, well, Blat, why don't we use your shirt? I mean, you've got a lot of them, and I'm sure sometime
That would
you'll
be
eventually
such
get
a
used to not
noble
wearing a shirt.
gesture.
Constantly getting undressed in front of you people, and Blat unbuttons his shirt. His great wings then pop out. Sorry about that. I'm half demonic. It's fine. And I hand my shirt over to the emaciated figure.
Celine walks over and guides his hands to the shirt, and you realize that he's blind. And he starts to address himself.
Thank you. I haven't spoken in so long.
Yes, I know. Please, does anybody have any water or anything for the Oracle?
I had some water, but something happened to it.
You drank it, I believe, yes?
Depends on whose version of events that you listen to, yes.
Please give a fairy cake to the gentleman, will you?
Oh, okay.
Egerton?
Here.
Let me bless it first.
okay.
And she touches the fairy cake.
All right. Here you go, sir. Just put your hand out and now eat half. Don't eat the whole
He
thing.
pops the whole thing in his mouth, and this blue light just emanates out of him, and he just sits up straighter. He's like, oh, that is quite marvelous.
Yeah, see, that's how they're supposed to work.
Now, Blat. And she caresses both sides of your face. Why? Why did you not choose Morrigu?
Choose the evil demon from the
depths of the underworld?
Yes. Did she not offer you power and glory and ruling the kingdom?
No, it's something far better. A 3-hole punch that will never jam.
Oh, you are delightful. Oh, I must have you in my collection, but that's later. So, the Oracle is speaking again. And there's but one thing left for you to do, Blat.
Yes?
Oh, you humans are so ridiculous!
I agree, Darcy. Blat. Morrigu's power base is now based here and is coursing through you, even though you denied her.
Yes, again, not interested despite the promise of the 3-hole punch.
Told you had to totally kill this guy, but nobody would listen to me.
The Oracle?
No, he's referring to me. I think he has an anti-demonic prejudice.
Ah, yes.
Everybody has an anti-demonic prejudice.
All you must do, Blat, is gift and sanctify this temple again as the prophet to the goddess of your choosing.
And you know who that is, right?
I suspect, yes. Could you just excuse me with the party for just one moment?
Of course, I'll be over here with my scary chariot.
Thank you. Just a moment. And he motions for Egerton and Darcy and even his new friend Magnum to come into a little huddle. All right. So apparently we can make all of this better again and make this a place that can accept mail, I guess, is what you were here for. They'll accept and give out mail if we simply sanctify it with a new god or goddess.
I could be a god.
Not where I was going. Darcy. Damn it. What if he made your goddess?
She's that's what she's saying. Blat, seriously, she's just saying Loxon is a wonderful goddess who is all about peace and love and might be a good fit here. I don't know why you just don't listen.
She's a bear.
Yes, and she just explained herself very clearly.
Loxon! We choose Loxon to be the goddess.
Are you sure, Blat?
And she's suddenly standing right in front of you. And you notice her teeth are very, very long. Think carefully, Blat. Think very carefully.
Lady, my friend died and came back as a bear. His whole purpose in life is to make fairy cakes, and now they don't work. And this kid, who has a brilliant future as a surgeon or a medical professional, by the way, just wanted to deliver some mail, and that couldn't happen. I think you are part of the problem. We all risked our lives to try and save you, and you have been particularly ungrateful.
And poof! Blat is no longer standing there.
Oh, God.
The End of Time and Other Bothers, an improvised fantasy role-playing game set in the world of Alba Salix. Your game master is Sean Howard, with Marisa King as Darcy, Carter Siddle as Blat, and Michael Howie as Egerton. And special guest, Julian Sark as Magnus. Dialogue editing and transcription by Michael Howie. Additional material and sound design by Eli McElveen. Story consultant, Laura Packer. Game consultant, Stephen Smith. Join our Patreon for weekly bonus material, access to our Discord server, and lots more. You'll find it all at otherbothers.com.
Scene.
I don't think we should mess with the goddess of the moon.
I'm upset.